Good day, and welcome to Zoyols News. I'm Michael Reed. A tragic shooting in Thailand has left several people dead, including students, teachers, and members of the suspect's own family. Police are investigating the circumstances surrounding the incident as authorities work to establish what led to the attack. I'm Michael Reed. The news begins now. Authorities said the youngest victim in the incident was just 12 years old, as the community continues to deal with the aftermath of the shooting at a school in Thailand. Video footage verified by news organizations showed students taking shelter inside classrooms as the situation unfolded. Some students were seen staying close together and remaining under desks, while teachers and staff worked to keep them away from danger. Other footage showed students leaving the school grounds as staff members helped guide them to safer areas. Emergency teams arrived at the school shortly after the incident was reported. A rescue worker described the scene as extremely chaotic, with responders quickly providing medical assistance to students who had been affected. Those requiring additional care were taken to nearby medical facilities, while authorities secured the school and surrounding area. Police said the suspect allegedly used a handgun belonging to his grandfather. The shooting occurred at Debsirin Nonthaburi School, a well-known secondary school with approximately 3,000 students. The school is located in Bang Krui district, in Nonthaburi province, just north of Bangkok. The incident has prompted renewed concerns about safety in schools and access to firearms. Authorities are now investigating how the suspect obtained the weapon, what led to the incident, and whether there were warning signs before the shooting. Officials have also been working to support students, teachers, families, and others affected by the tragedy as the investigation continues. While early reports had quoted police saying the suspected gunman had died by a self-inflicted gunshot wound, Trairong later confirmed he remains in critical condition, and doctors are providing emergency treatment. Most of the casualties are teenagers between the ages of 12 and 17, according to the Provincial Emergency Operations Center. "This is horrible. It shouldn't have happened," said Thai Prime Minister Anutin Charnvirakul on Friday afternoon, expressing his sadness over the tragedy. An 18-year-old student told Reuters that he initially thought there were firecrackers going off. Then it started getting more frequent, like bang bang bang, and then it went quiet at one point, and the shooting started again, they said. Concerned parents rushed to the school as news of the shooting spread. The son of CNN's senior travel producer Carla Cripps attends the school, but was overseas at the time of the shooting, which began at about 10 a.m. local time. "My son called me from Japan in a panic, telling me that he'd heard there was a shooting at his school." Students were instructed to remain inside their classrooms as authorities responded to the incident. Speaking outside the school, Cripps described the atmosphere as deeply distressing, with emergency vehicles arriving at the scene, and parents waiting anxiously for updates about their children. He said his son had learned that the brother of one of his friends was receiving medical treatment after being affected by the incident. The situation has caused widespread concern among students, families and staff, as authorities work to establish exactly what happened. Police later reported finding a handgun and ammunition inside the school. Authorities said the weapon was believed to belong to the suspect's grandfather. Investigators are now working to determine how the student gained access to the firearm. Police said he had been living with his grandparents rather than his parents, but the circumstances surrounding his access to the weapon remain unclear. The investigation is continuing as authorities gather evidence and speak with witnesses to establish a full timeline of events. Emergency worker Kiatikun Verapong Pradith said rescue teams found the suspected attacker seriously injured when they reached the school. He told Reuters that medical workers immediately began providing emergency care after finding signs that the individual was still alive. The rescue teams then transported the suspect to a hospital for further treatment. Emergency workers also brought stretchers and medical equipment to the scene as they assisted people affected by the incident. Images from the scene showed emergency responders working around ambulances and providing medical attention to individuals who required assistance. Thailand's Central Investigation Bureau later said the situation at the school had been brought under control, while authorities continued to secure the area and investigate the circumstances surrounding the incident. The shooting has also renewed attention on firearm ownership in Thailand, where gun ownership levels are relatively high compared with several other countries in Southeast Asia. Authorities are expected to examine how the weapon involved in the incident was obtained, and whether existing safety measures were followed. There were more than 10.3 million civilian-owned firearms in Thailand, or around 15 guns for every 100 people. According to 2017 data from the Switzerland-based Small Arms Survey, Thailand ranks as the Southeast Asian country, with the second highest number of gun homicides after the Philippines, according to the Institute for Health Metrics and Evaluation, at the University of Washington's 2019 Global Burden of Disease database. In February, A teacher died and a student was wounded in southern Thailand's Hat Yai district after a gunman. In 2022, 36 people were killed, 24 of them children, in the northeast, believed to be the country's deadliest incident of its kind. Opened fire at a school, a massacre at a child care center. That is the latest on the tragic shooting in Thailand. Authorities are continuing their investigation as the community mourns those who lost their lives and seeks answers about what led to the incident. For more breaking news and in-depth coverage, stay with Zoyols News. I'm Michael Reed. Thanks for watching.